So Julio César Chávez Jr. got deported for having ties to the Mexican cartel. Now, apparently he lied on his green card. I didn't read what specifically he lied on his green card. And he outstayed his work visa in the United States. So pretty much Mexico had an arrest for his warrant for ties to the Mexican cartel. You know, so, he talked some shit about Trump, and Trump dig some shit up on him and whatever. And now, they done deported him back to Mexico, where he's probably going to face, a trial for the crimes that he's alleged to have committed with the Mexican cartel. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I heard he said something about Trump or whatever, and you got to understand, man, Trump petty. He petty. He very petty. He's very petty. So I don't really understand why would you play with him like that, and you can get deported back and face your crimes. But I think he got robbed after he beat Canelo, and something about his check or something like that came up missing because him and Canelo made a bet. So it ain't too shocking that most of the Mexican dudes got cartel dudes around them. You know what I'm saying? They be around them. So I mean, I think the cartel kidnapped, Canelo Alvarez's, brother or something like that. So yeah, of course they're gonna extort you. I mean, they do the same thing in the United States when these dudes got to check in to Chicago or check in to LA, and they start extorting them, and if they don't get down, then they rob you and try to send you to the upper room. It ain't no different. So Donald Trump wanted, the Mexican president, she's a female, to get the cartel under order. But then a lot of, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of, people that work for the, the Mexican government that's part of the cartel. It's a huge thing. It's a huge thing. When you go to Mexico and all that type of stuff, man, bro, they don't really mess with the black people from what I hear because they don't think we got no money. But they extort the shit. The police, I seen a video allegedly the police in Mexico extorting some white people. I mean, yes, it's a dangerous place when you go off those resorts. So it ain't really no surprise, because when they run up on you and tell you to get down, it's either get down and get laid down. Sometimes you don't have a choice. Sometimes you don't even have a choice. It's either you getting down or they laying you down. So he'll stand trial and we'll see. But eventually, if he had to go back to Mexico, if he had to go back eventually, dude, he was gonna face punishment for his crimes regardless. I remember Canelo had a case. He got into it with a boxer that was like a flyweight, and I think homie smashed his bitch at the time, if my memory serves me correctly. It was right before the Austin Trout fight, and basically he was facing charges in Mexico for putting hands, foot, and toes on this flyweight fighter for busting down his Tatiana. You know what I'm saying? And then, pretty much he beat Austin Trout, and the president was like, man, nigga, don't worry about it, man. You Gucci. Fuck them charges. So, for the most part, they can wipe them charges out. He can pay. I mean, Chris Brown got arrested in the UK, I believe. I forget why he just got arrested, but they basically made him pay for his freedom to get on tour. He had to. They basically extorted a whole bunch of millions out of Chris Brown so he can get released and get on this tour. Dog, these governments is shady as fuck, bro. That's what you got to know when you travel abroad and stuff of that nature, man. When you travel abroad, man, they try to set you up to get as much money out of you as possible. You got to know where to go, where not to go. When y'all doing these traveling abroad or just state to state, you got to research. But for him, yeah, if he didn't make them comments about Trump, we wouldn't have shit to worry about, at least on this side of the border. And he probably lied about if he had any open warrants on his green card, and he did. Could he be working with the car? Probably so. His dad got a lot of pull, so he should be straight, but they might put a pony show on and then release him. And it's just to the point where this is the most pettiest president we had. When that man got put back in office, best believe he had an agenda, bro. That man had an agenda. And you can get your ass, you can expedite your place on that agenda line real quick. Don't forget it. You can expedite your place. You can expedite your agenda you can expedite your place on that agenda line like he did. He got a scenic route right to that agenda line. So in the front of that agenda line. Yep. When you accuse of stuff like that, that's deep. But I think it ain't gonna be no big deal for Julio. He'll figure that. His dad got too much pull. He got some bread. I don't know how the government system work in Mexico, but he'll be all right. Shit. Well, I'll be all right. I'm going to sleepy around this motherfucker. But yeah, he'll be all right. He'll be all right, man. But, these are things that, these are things that's going on, man. They deporting people. They almost started a hotline where you call and give a tip, and they give you a kickback for reporting illegal citizens and shit, or illegal immigrants. And we the only country that was allowing illegal immigrants and allowing this free commerce for people to come in and make money in this country and not invest into this country. And that's what people don't really understand about Donald Trump. What he doing with the tariffs and shit. That's what they don't understand. That so many of these companies are making money in the United States, but they're not pouring in. They're just extracting from the United States. They're extracting. They're not, replenishing what they take. They're not investing into the business or into the economy. And now he wants you to build more factories or jobs and have skin in the game. That's it. Oh, we should be able to have illegal immigrants in there. Yeah. Tax dollars going to them. Who cares if they don't have businesses? You complain about ain't enough jobs? How you allow, I'm just doing a Honda and all these other foreign businesses to come here and sell cars, but not create jobs for you in the United States. So now they're required to put skin in the game, create more jobs and businesses. They're a more healthy economy, for you, more jobs for you, more money in your pocket for you, better paying jobs here. That's the thing about it. People just they look at the messenger and don't look at the message. Hey, the message is more important than the messenger. It's even more important than how the tone and they delivering the message. And then, when shit hit the fan and the economy is piss poor, they're gonna be like, why didn't they do this earlier when somebody tried to do it? You hated the person. You hated the person for trying to do it. Instead of the message being the message, you hated the person. Crazy, right? Instead of listening to the message, you the message could have changed everything, but it is what it is. But for him, I don't know how it go down there in Mexico, that judicial system. I know a few people that went down there and retired. But as far as a judicial, anywhere you go abroad, just for Americans, they hate America where you go. So anywhere you go abroad, boy, you better be on your best behavior. You better be on your best behavior. And that's a fact. Anywhere you go abroad, you better be on your best behavior. But for him, hey man, we'll just follow the case and give a follow up. I don't know much, but I think he'd be all right. Daddy got some pull. But a lot of times you see these Mexican boxers, look at their locker room. It's a cartel member or some type of fucking member there, for sure. Mexicans ain't no bitch niggas. There ain't no hoes. You know, they banned a lot of their music because it was too fucking gangster. So yeah, you talking about you really want to go to the slums and, you know, see real motherfucking hoods? Go Mexico. I don't take your black ass Mexico, white ass Mexico. Go on ahead. Try to be on top of the hood there, man, and be find your ass up under that motherfucker. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit the link in the description. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Peace.